everybody. Just wanted to make a quick announcement as a reminder to everybody. We'll be starting in about 15 minutes. The buffet lines are open, so if you are ready to eat, please indulge. But we will be starting in about 15 minutes, so feel free to grab some food or some drinks from the drink station.
were just there. You know what? I see Julia grabbing a bite, so let me give them a moment. Although they do have the key. It's not on.
Thought it was. There you go.
Shall we?
That was good.
Let me pause it. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, and welcome to the School of Arts and Sciences-Newark's annual awards reception. My name is Sciences-Newark,
And I'm Chas Lens.
and we will be your hosts for this afternoon. Oh, thank you, Dr. Troiano. We are very excited to celebrate our amazing students, honoring all their hard work alongside our wonderful leadership, faculty, staff, and our students, family, and friends who are tuned in on the live stream. Hi! If you didn't let your family and friends know to tune in, let them know. Facebook, Instagram, all the social media accounts to go to @Rutgers SASN, and the live stream link will be available so they can watch along.
It's great to finally be back here in the Paul Robeson Center to recognize our outstanding scholars. All of you here today are truly our best and brightest students, and you should be extremely proud of yourselves.
Before we dive into the presentation of our 2024 awards, I want to remind you all, if you didn't already, to grab some refreshments and a bite to eat if you haven't done so. I think I just said that. We have a beautiful spread for this afternoon's reception, courtesy of Sandra. I don't know if she's here, but Sandra and your team, thank you so much, and to Carl and Daisy as well. Additionally, please note, we have our step and repeat set up for photos, and we invite all of our presenters and award recipients to stop and take a quick picture as we proceed off the stage after each award.
Our reception will begin with some opening remarks from Dr. Sophia Pinto-Figueroa, our Associate Dean of Undergraduate Education and Dean of Academic Services. Then we will hear from our keynote speaker and Dean, Dr. Jacqueline Mattis. Our order of events and award presentations are listed in your program book if you'd like to follow along. We would now like to invite to the stage Dr. Pinto-Figueroa.
Good afternoon. Got to turn that on. There we go. All right, let's try this again. Good afternoon, everyone. All right, let's try that again. Good afternoon, everyone. Yes, thank you. Thank you for joining us today at our annual award reception on this beautiful May afternoon. Today I have the distinct honor to introduce and welcome your keynote speaker, Dr. Jacqueline Mattis, who's the Dean of the School of Arts and Sciences at Rutgers University, Newark. Dr. Mattis earned her BA in psychology from New York University and her PhD in clinical psychology from the University of Michigan. Her research focuses on the role of religion and spirituality in the lives of African American and Afro-Caribbean youth and adults, and on the factors that are associated with positive psychological and psychosocial development of urban residing African American and Afro-Caribbean youth and adults. In particular, she uses quantitative and qualitative methods to explore the factors that contribute to volunteerism, civic engagement, altruism, compassion, empathy, forgiveness, optimism, and positive parenting among urban residing African American and Afro-diasporic people. Dean Mattis has a long list of awards, accolades, and scholarship. We would probably be here an extra hour just to hear everything that she's accomplished. However, what makes Dean Mattis stand out is her sincerity, compassion, and commitment to students, staff, and faculty. For all of our award recipients today, if you have an opportunity at the conclusion of today's event, I invite you to go up to Dean Mattis and introduce yourself, if you have not already done so. She is an inspiration and genuinely a wonderful person that you do not want to miss out on meeting. Without further ado, I welcome up to the stage Dean Jacqueline Mattis to provide us with the keynote remarks.
Good evening. I don't know whether that is weak or whether we should try that again. So I'm just going to go with what Sophia did. Let's try that again. Good evening. Excellent, excellent, excellent. For those of you who have had a chance to say this to, this time of year is one of my favorite times of year. And this event is one of my favorite events. The Phi Beta Kappa event earlier today and then this award ceremony are wonderful for me because it gives us a chance to be able to see all of the students, or many of the students who have just thrived here and who are such an inspiration to us. So this is a thrilling moment. So you all have spent the last few years in this place where faculty are among the most accomplished physicists and cellular molecular neuroscientists, chemists, environmental scientists, historians, economists, cultural theorists, writers. I can go on with the various disciplines that our faculty represent. But you've been embedded in this laboratory of discovery and creativity. And we've engaged you in big questions, or tried to. We've tested you, we've challenged you across multiple disciplines. And tonight, we get to celebrate you. Because in this room are students who, regardless of the challenges that we have extended, regardless of the big questions that we've forced you to engage in, you have stood out as among the best. So congratulations to all of you. I'm just going to focus on 2 or 3 quick things. It matters to me to teach. Teaching is for me, one of the largest privileges I could have imagined, right? I never imagined when I was a child that I would get to teach. And I think for those of us who are in this room who teach, we understand the privilege of being able to be in the presence of, I was going to say young minds, but they don't have to be young minds, of people who are in the process of wanting to learn things. So you've spent your last few years here as learners, but learning and teaching are 2 of the most hopeful things that human beings can engage in. Because the reality is you only learn and you only teach if you can imagine a future. Learning and teaching require curiosity, they require vulnerability and humility. Learners and teachers must believe deeply in the power of questions and in the alchemy of ideas. And they must chase the promise of what can happen when ideas spark. If you don't know this, one of the most humbling things a teacher can experience is entering a classroom not knowing where a lecture can go. It's also one of the most thrilling things that we can experience because learners have to give themselves over to the reality of failure, and in the moment of teaching, teachers are also learners. But we watch you and we watch the ways that you engage the humility of knowing that you can fail. And failure is ultimately not a problem because it is the risk that one takes in learning something new that we have to celebrate in any educational environment. We celebrate the labor that is required to come to answer meaningful questions and to learn anything, whether it is new or relearn something that we thought we knew before. One of the things I'm very conscious of when we think about what it means to learn, and again, the labor that it requires, is caught up for me in a story that my mother would often tell, and it's something that I know she heard from somewhere else. And it's a story about a young man and an older man who were sort of caught up in a moment of questioning. And this young man was watching an older man plant seeds. And he watched him for about 15 minutes, and after a while he was like, "Why are you doing that? You will never ever be able to reap the fruits or eat the fruits from the trees that you're planting." And the old man looked at him and said, "Young man, you and I have lived our lives eating from trees we did not plant. It is your responsibility, it is our responsibility to plant things that will feed those who come behind us. The years that you have spent here are years that you have been planting trees that others, generations ahead, will get to reap the fruits of. I thank you for the work that you have done. I thank you for the work that you're about to do. I'm going to end by thanking each of you. Students are often asked to reflect about the gifted teachers that you encountered at some point in your life. I can think of the many people in my life who I think of as having changed my life because of the way that they taught. Every one of us can tell a story about a teacher who was a genius at their craft, who transformed us by the way that they brought ideas to life. And we can tell a story about a teacher who changed our lives by the way that they saw us, or attended to us, or invested in us. But tonight, for those faculty who are in the room, this is our turn to turn the tables. We get to look at you as learners, our students who are in the room, and say thank you to you. Tonight, those of us who teach extend our gratitude and admiration to each of you, because it is students like you that lead us to be able to experience the joy, the grace, and the catalytic outcomes that can only come when we're in the presence of students and curious minds, of engaged, gifted, and committed learners. In your excellence, you have pushed us to reconsider, to reimagine, and to change. You are our dream. You remind us that knowledge and skills are the machines through which human beings disrupt, ask new questions, invent, address big issues, and art towards the best versions of not only ourselves, but the world in which we live. We are going to leave each of you who are recipients of awards tonight with 3 gifts. And the gifts are intentional. First, you will receive the gift of a journal. That gift is our reminder to you that your survival and your wellness depend on having spaces of solitude, of privacy, of radical honesty and deep reflection. You need places where you can show up imperfectly and fully. These are places where your ideas, your questions, your vulnerabilities, and your joys will always be held dear. Your second gift is a candle, and there are candles at each of the tables. Candles are symbolic of power and the power of light, the power of calm and the power of self-care. We hope that you will be reminded to protect your light. We hope that you will be reminded that you will show up in dark spaces, but that you bring your light with you. And that capacity to bring light with you is ultimately the thing, or one of the things, that we have tried to impart on you in your time here. We hope that you know that you will have the capacity and responsibility to also create spaces of care and calm, not just for you, but for everyone you touch. Finally, you have a night mask, and that is a reminder of the power and the necessity of rest. There is a lot of conversation now about the radical power of rest, and it is important that as you proceed, this is not the last learning moment you will have, certainly if you get to continue to live, and please continue to live. But the power of rest and the radical ways in which one reclaims who one is when one chooses to rest in times when there's always the next thing that you can do. That power and the responsibility to rest is something that will allow you to continue to thrive, but also continue to give to others in ways that are transformative. So as you soak in this moment and take stock of all that you have achieved, I invite you to reflect, to engage your light, to engage calm and care, and to do those knowing that you deserve all of that. I invite you to radical rest, especially because you need, and I invite you to remember to plant trees and to reap the fruits that those trees produce, because all of that is something that we need. I invite you to celebrate yourself. I ask the faculty who are here to give a round of applause to our students and to thank them personally for all of the work that they have done. Thank you for being amazing. And with that, we're going to give our first awards. And
So our first award is the School of Arts and Sciences-Newark Dean's Award. This award is given annually by the Dean of the School of Arts and Sciences to one or more outstanding seniors for academic excellence. So I'm going to call each of our award recipients up. Angelica Castillo, Ivani Jimenez, Christine Khalil, and Darian Napoleon. Could you please come up?
Congratulations and thank you, Dean Mattis. We now like to invite to this stage Dr. Karen Kaplan, our Senior Associate Dean, to present the Richard C. Roby Memorial Award.
Hello, everyone, and congratulations to everybody. I'm presenting the Richard C. Roby Memorial Award, which is given annually to a graduating senior for excellence in an area of study that reflects the scholarly interests of Richard C. Roby, a former dean of the college and professor of American Studies. And this year that award goes to Stephanie Corbin-Brenner. So I'll tell you a little bit about Stephanie. You're going to see her again later on today. She's a history major. She's in our BA/MA accelerated program and a minor in Africana Studies, a member of the Honors College and of Phi Alpha Theta, the History Honors Society. And I just want to read to you a quote from one of her professors, Ruth Feldstein. Stephanie is a very talented student who approaches all topics with curiosity and rigor. Her writing is clear and well organized as she builds arguments and persuasive evidence from her sources. And Stephanie's insights and perspective always add a great deal to any discussion, as do her warmth and humor. And I've got to just experience a little bit of her warmth and humor at our table tonight. The phrase, "a joy to have in class," has become a cliche, but in Stephanie's case, it could not be more accurate. So congratulations, Stephanie.
Thank you very much. We would invite the recipients and the speakers to step to the step and repeat after each award for a photo op. And I do want to remind the recipients, when you come up, our lovely live stream audience can only see you if you stand here. So I would encourage you to stand here while you get to hear about your amazing accomplishments. All right, so please welcome back to the stage Dr. Sofia Pinto-Figueroa to recognize our CAR scholars. The Carr Scholarship is named for James Dickinson Carr, the first African-American graduate at Rutgers University. He was a Phi Beta Kappa inductee in 1891. He graduated from Columbia Law School in 1896 and became a member of the New York Bar Association. He was later appointed Assistant District Attorney of New York County. The scholarship has been in existence within the university since 1985. It is awarded to deserving incoming students who demonstrate academic promise and who score well on the Scholastic Assessment Test or American College Test. So I do want to invite all of the recipients to come up to receive your certificate and also your medal. Abdalwahab Shihadeh, Darian Napoleon, Elena Meltz, Laura Muyingo, Rada Ali, and Tajay Beeman. Can you please come up?
Now please welcome Dr. John Randall, Chair of the Department of Mathematics and Computer Science, to the stage to present the Charles Pine Award.
Thank you. Charles Pine is someone who is both an alumnus of Rutgers-Newark and a professor at Rutgers-Newark. In fact, he was here when Rutgers-Newark was the University of Newark. But while he was in physics, then he was very interested in math. During the 1980s, he ran a huge project for the state of New Jersey investigating the teaching of algebra. And I knew him personally back then. It gives me a great pleasure to present the Charles Pine Award to, I'm kind of crossing the line here over into physics in the case of Nicholas, but Jose I know from the math side. So if you'd like to step up, please. I'd like to present the award to Nicholas Vio, who's really in physics, and Jose, who's in applied math and also neuroscience, I believe. So congratulations to both of you. Thank you. Okay.
Next, we welcome Rafiza Shahabuddin, the president of the Rutgers University Newark Alumni Association, to the stage to present the John Faustich NCAS Alumni Award. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. The Faustich Award is presented annually by the Rutgers Newark Alumni Association in memory of Dean Faustich, who passed away in 2017 in Maine. He was Dean of Student Affairs from 1973 to 1998 and was instrumental in establishing a sense of campus community and mutual respect between students and the Rutgers administration. Dr. Faustich was involved with environmental concerns and was active in the Pemaquid Watershed Association in Maine. He cherished his work with students and encouraged and supported their activity on the campus and Newark community. The Rutgers Newark Alumni Association serves all alumni of the Newark College of Arts and Sciences as well as the Graduate School of Newark. The purpose of the association is to advance the best interests and well-being of Rutgers University by engaging all alumni in the life of the institution through communication, programming, services, and volunteer opportunities. On behalf of the Rutgers Newark Alumni Association, many congratulations to Salma Abdella. Salma was selected as this year's winner of the John Faustich NCAS Alumni Award. The award, established by the RNAA, is given in recognition of overall excellence in academics, extracurricular activities, and community service. Once again, best wishes, Salma, on receiving this award and your graduation from Rutgers. And good luck to you in your future endeavors. Congratulations.
We would now like to welcome Senior EOF Counselor, Mr. Jaquel White, to the stage to present the Academic Foundation Center's Community Service Award.
Good afternoon, everybody. You guys can hear me well? All right, cool. So this award is for Nicole, our brother, Suella. She couldn't be here, unfortunately, but I'm still going to carry on when she's here. So Nicole has a passion for mentorship and civic engagement that allowed her to be more than just a student at Rutgers Newark, but a change agent. She's projected to graduate magna cum laude. Equally as important as her academics has been her dedication to the Newark community. In fall 2022, Nicole volunteered at the Weekway Family Success Center, where she's assisted Newark households with basic needs to maintain their homes with events, resources, and workshops. She facilitated monthly free grocery distributions that assisted over 50 families in one day. Nicole also mentored at the 13 Ave Elementary School under the I Have a Dream Foundation, where she provided academic and social emotional support, to Dreamers, where she worked with the kindergarten class to improve their academic progress that had been impacted by COVID. Lastly, she participated in Summer X, a New Jersey medical school program for EOF students interested in medicine, where she assisted clinic technicians in screening the process of patients. Nicole embodies the principles of Rutgers North student to go beyond the classroom and make change for her community. I'm honored to say I'm her EOF counselor, along with some of my other students that are here, shouts out to y'all, and present her with the Community Service Award. Now, she's not here, but thank you for the hand clap, so I'm going to take the award on her behalf, but thank you guys.
Thank you. We would now like to welcome Professor John Keene, Chair of the Department of Africana Studies, as well as the award recipients from that department for the next few awards.
I have on a mask because I've a bit of a cold, so forgive me my voice. Good evening. My name is John Keene, and I chair the Department of Africana Studies. It is an immense pleasure to present these awards tonight to our outstanding students and to be in the company of so many of Rutgers Newark's stellar students, their families, and my colleagues. The first honor I will present is the Wendell A. Jean-Pierre Award of Excellence in Africana Studies, which this year will go to two students, Ashanti Haley and Jessica Whitehead. The award is given in honor of Dr. Wendell A. Jean-Pierre, a former chairperson of the Department of then African American and African Studies and a scholar on the negritude poets Césaire, Senghor, and Damas. It is given annually to a graduating senior or seniors who best exemplify the department's mission to combine scholastic excellence with service to the field and to the community. Both Ashanti Haley and Jessica Whitehead embody this mission in multiple ways. Ashanti will graduate with double fine arts and Africana Studies majors and art history and social justice minors. She has recently been nominated for a trip to the Dakar Translation Symposium in Ghana. She is also applying for a curatorial internship at Newark Museum of Art for this summer, 2024. Ashanti has written of her time at Rutgers that she, quote, enjoyed navigating through the different communities here on campus, whether it was a creative community in Newark, meeting people on Halsey Street, or working alongside my professors. My time here has expanded my horizons and inspired tremendous growth. Her favorite classes were Introduction to Africana Studies 2 and History of the Caribbean, and her advice for incoming Africana Studies students is to find a trusted professor, let them know your intentions, and watch how they guide and open doors for you. Jessica Whitehead is a double psychology and Africana Studies major. She aspires to become a marriage and family therapist and plans to own and operate a nonprofit mental health center servicing the African American and broader Black communities. She writes that her favorite Africana Studies class was Black Political Thought, taught by Professor Wendell Holbrook, where she took her first semester as a transfer student, and it set the foundation for her experience here at Rutgers Newark. In the class, she was introduced to David Walker's 1829 Appeal to the Colored Citizens of the World, and this reading had a heavy influence on her, making Africana Studies her second major. She adds that Professor Holbrook, who is her favorite professor, has had an enormous impact on her academic career. Throughout her time here at RUN, she also discovered that Professor Holbrook has not only had a hand in her academic career, but also has influenced and taught other current professors here at RUN. Give these out. The second award I'm presenting tonight is the Merit Award in Africana Studies to Latifah Towns. This award is given to a graduating senior year student whose record as a major or minor has shown great distinction in terms of intellectual performance and commitment to the field. Latifah is a social work major and Africana Studies minor. As part of her social work major practicum work, she is interning at the New Jersey Reentry Corporation, a nonprofit organization dedicated to a social cause aiding individuals with past or present involvement in the criminal justice system, substance abuse to overcome barriers and stigmas. She is also treasurer of the Social Work Student Organization and a member of the Alpha International Honor Society. She is set to graduate magna cum laude. Latifah currently serves as Student Support Specialist at Essex County College, and following graduation, she intends to pursue a master's in social work at Rutgers, Newark. Latifah's most cherished experience in Africana Studies was the comparative race relations class instructed by Dr. Holbrook, and among the myriad of enlightening readings, Between the World and Me by Ta-Nehisi Coates resonated deeply with her. So please join me in congratulating Ashanti, Jessica, and Latifah.
Now introducing our faculty from the Department of Arts, Culture, and Media to present their awards, starting with our Art History Excellence Award.
Hi. I'm very pleased to present this year's award for excellence in art history to Kai Nix. I've been working with Kai for several years as they complete their major in art history. Kai's a double major in art history and graphic design, which is no small feat. And Kai, as an art historian, has always been an excellent student, the kind that, from a professorial point of view, is very gratifying and affirming to teach, the kind of student who leads you to say to yourself as you're reading the work, yeah, they get it, which is not always the internal dialogue when you're reading students' work. But Kai impressed me far beyond simply being a good student. Kai often lingers after class, asking thoughtful and probing questions about the course material. When working on papers, Kai delves deep into the topic at hand through thorough research and tireless curiosity. Kai holds themselves to a high standard. They're a bit of a perfectionist, and at the same time, quite self-reflective. And those high standards are not always easy to realize. And self-reflectivity doesn't always lead to a comfortable place. But those challenges and that willingness to delve deeply into an issue have helped Kai become a remarkable young scholar. Kai's work in art history is culminating in her senior thesis. Searching for a topic for the two-semester research project, Kai found a focus that resonated with another facet of their life, the study of music. Our senior seminar went to the Metropolitan Museum of Art, where we talked about careers in art history with a former Rutgers Newark art history major who was an administrator in the Department of European Paintings. After that meeting, sat loose in the galleries, Kai happened upon art case pianos, which are historic pianos with elaborately decorated bodies. Intrigued, they started digging and found a contemporary art case piano commissioned by Steinway that became the focus of their senior thesis. The piano, designed and painted by a painter and musician named Paul Wise, is an interpretation of composer Modest Mussorgsky's 1874 Pictures at an Exhibition, a piano piece that he composed as a memorial to an artist friend, Victor Hartmann, with each of the movements inspired by one of the works displayed in an exhibition by Hartmann. So it's pretty complex when you think about it. To put this all into context, you've got a contemporary art case piano designed by a musician/painter, an interpretation of a 19th century musical composition that was, in turn, an interpretation of works of art in an exhibition. And this is what I love about doing these senior theses, is that I get to learn about something entirely new to me, something that I probably never would have run across had I been on my own. And I just want to say thank you, Kai, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Now for our Creative Achievement in Graphic Design.
Good afternoon, everyone. First, let me introduce myself. I'm Professor Jennifer Bernstein, professor in graphic design, associate professor, also co-director of the Design Consortium and Visual Means at Express-Newark. First, I'm thrilled and honored to be here today to honor our wonderful students and all of the other students being recognized today for accomplishment in the field of graphic communication design, reflecting creativity, dedication, innovative vision, and craft. Please join me on stage, Princess Andrews, Brianna Tomas, Trenton Soto, and unfortunately our fourth recipient, Matilda Galano, could not be here with us today. Individually and collectively, these four students embody our program's mission to channel creativity, research, and reliable students, so thoughtful about their work and their peers. First, let me introduce Princess Andrews. Princess radiates warmth and optimism and has a passion for understanding the intricacies of human experiences that she brings to all her work. Her design work often incorporates her original illustrations and spans interests as diverse as pop culture and Superfund sites. Princess has made significant contributions to our community, including her involvement as a designer in Scarlet Magazine, the student-run collaboration between our graphic design students and journalism students. As part of Visual Means under my guidance, Princess, along with Matilda Galano, who is also receiving this award, has played a pivotal role in our partnership with the RUN Mellon Faculty Fellowship, designing an engagement toolkit aimed at fostering and documenting community dialogues concerning racial reparations in Newark, working on the identity, iconography, and brochure for the kit. A design consortium project led by Professor Finchang, creating an identity for the Project for Empty Space Cultural Corridor, involves three of our four award recipients tonight: Princess Andrews, Brianna Tomas, and Trenton Soto. This semester, Princess has continued to work on this project as an internship under Professor Finchang, continuing on the identity for the cultural corridor. This year, Princess was also awarded a Senator Ronald L. Rice Scholarship bestowed on students who demonstrate a commitment to community engagement and social justice. The scholarship includes an internship where Princess is creating a presentation entitled Beyond Bars, Discussing Alternatives to Traditional Incarceration.
Wow, come on now, Princess.
This will be presented to the university community and members of the New Jersey Legislative Black Caucus at the CPRA's Senator Ron Rice Annual Conference. Princess is also one of 17 senior graphic design students who just unveiled their capstone project in the 2024 graphic design exhibition, Language Layers, which explores language, its layers, and its complexities, currently on view at the Paul Robeson Campus Center. You can see it right out through the windows. Please take a peek, and please try, if you've not come to the exhibit, it's open through next Tuesday. Princess's capstone, titled Bite-Sized Emotions, investigates the nuanced role of emojis and emoticons in contemporary dialogue. This project reflects her interest and insight into cultural phenomenon and societal shifts, and is comprised of an emoji timeline, a time-based piece, and a poster. Princess, please receive this award. I want to say that our students get a check. They also get a certificate of achievement, and then each one we have hand-selected a graphic design book for each of them. Awardees, I'm sorry that it's heavy. Maybe you can put it down. Okay, next, I would like to introduce Brianna Bree Tomas. Bree is a thoughtful and introspective person. Her work combines her passion for environmental ethics, human psychology, and moral values to create narratives that empower and amplify visibility and inspire positive change. Bree will graduate with a major in graphic design and a minor in art history. I have to go back for Princess. With an impressive 3.9 GPA. She also previously graduated from Brookdale with an associate's degree in graphic design. For a little over 2 years, and while attending Rutgers, Bree has also been working part-time as a junior graphic designer at Pearhead in Brooklyn. In class and during critiques and discussions, Bree demonstrates her generosity, always providing her classmates with constructive and supportive feedback on their work. Bree has contributed to our Rutgers community with significant projects, such as the already mentioned Project for Empty Space Cultural Corridor, mentioned a few moments ago. Bree and fellow awardee Matilda Galano, who's not here tonight, were selected to design the 2024 Convocation t-shirt in collaboration with Vice Chancellor Bill Leopold and team. In addition, Bree, in collaboration with the same awardee, Matilda Galano, took on the role of designing the visual identity for the senior exhibition Language Layers, a significant project and one that is the point of departure for the exhibition design and all promotional materials. Bree's senior capstone project, also on view at the Paul Robeson Gallery, titled Mind Chatter, explores our inner dialogue and can have positive and negative effects. The project consists of an app, data-driven environmental design elements, and a participatory installation where visitors can write down their mind chatter on themed stickers and then are invited to place it on a punching bag where they can hit it if they want. About her capstone, Bree writes, "Everyone's perception of mind chatter looks different. Mind chatter is much like a thumbprint in the sense that we all have formed our own language and inner dialogue." Upon graduation, Bree plans to keep working at Pearhead, possibly as a full-time designer, and also has a personal goal to freelance in brand design. Bree, please accept this award. Oh, where? Sorry. No, it's okay. Okay. My apologies, I have to go back for Princess. Somehow I skipped that she is graduating with a major in graphic design and a minor in art, and a 3.8 GPA, reflecting her incredible dedication. Now let me introduce Trenton Soto. Trenton is a passionate and determined person who shows great integrity, commitment, and purpose in everything he does. He works in the cross-section of communication design and social justice to amplify voices of minorities. Trenton is an honors living learning community scholar, as you can see, a Price Humanities Scholar within the pathway of HLLC, and will graduate summa cum laude with a major in graphic design and a minor in social justice and a 3.8 GPA. Trenton was a Phase 1 Symposium winner, Cooper Medical School Pulse Program for research on how mental health dialogue with senior citizens improves their overall well-being, and received an HLLC Community Resilience Award in 2022, and an honorable mention for the HLLC Symposium. Trenton was also an integral part of the Design Consortium team creating the identity for the Project for Empty Space Cultural Corridor. Again, 3 of our awardees have been part of that. This semester, Trenton has played a pivotal role as part of Visual Means under my guidance, where we've been partnered with the ACLU of New Jersey, helping them to achieve their strategic goals of repositioning their Know Your Rights materials to be more modern, more engaging, and more reflective of who New Jersey is and who the ACLU of New Jersey is today. We've been creating a new visual identity system for Know Your Rights. While at Rutgers, Trenton has also demonstrated strong leadership in both design and community student advocacy. For both 2023 and 2024, Trenton was a co-director for Rutgers Scarlet Magazine, which we've already talked about. Additionally, he is the founder and vice president of the Arts, Culture, and Media Student Council, having spearheaded its trial to be an officially funded student group. Trenton's capstone project, Verse and Voice, Women Singers and the Art of Lyricism, advocates for the visibility of feminine voices in music. The project consists of an editorial lyric book, poster series, and original song, also a musician, can you believe it, so much, entitled Life on Earth, about the intersectionalities in the music industry. He writes, "The project pulls back the layers of music, shedding light on gender disparities within the industry." Upon graduation, Trent plans to attend graduate school and become an educator himself one day. While pursuing his graduate degree, he plans to work in academic publishing or for a magazine. And also congratulations here are in order, as Trenton was recently accepted into both the MFA in Communication Design at Pratt Institute and the MS in Integrated Design and Media at NYU Tandon. I just asked him yesterday, he's still not sure where he's gonna go, but it's amazing. Many congratulations. Trenton, please receive this award. They're over there, okay. Last but not least, even though she could not be present today, I'll say a few words to honor Matilda Galano. Matilda Galano is a dynamic Latina graphic designer who uses her insight, creativity, and sales experience to understand what people need in a design solution. In class, and especially during critiques, Matilda has consistently been a voice of inquiry and reason, providing her classmates with generous feedback in both concept and form. Matilda will graduate with a major in graphic design and a minor in art and a 3.6 GPA. Matilda has contributed to important projects within our community as well. As part of Visual Means, under my guidance, Matilda, along with Princess Andrews, who's also receiving this award, played a pivotal role in our partnership with the RUN Faculty Fellowship, designing the engagement toolkit to support community-driven racial reparations in Newark, a project already mentioned for Princess. Matilda and fellow awardee Bree Tomas were selected to design the 2024 Convocation t-shirt in collaboration with Vice Chancellor Leopold. And in collaboration with Bree as well, Matilda took on the role of designing the visual identity for the Senior Graphic Design exhibition. I have to repeat these things because they both deserve that recognition. Additionally, she recently designed the visual identity for Graphic Design's new lecture series, Design Sense, as well as the poster and social media for the inaugural lecture that we held last week at Express York. Matilda's capstone project, Girl, is a campaign advocating for and celebrating the language of sisterhood, consisting of a girls' night kit, interactive installation, and a custom typeface. The project aims to unite women and girls in meaningful discussion on aspects of being a sister. Matilda writes, Girl hopes to establish a safe space where women can come together to explore what it means to be in a sisterhood. Upon graduation, Matilda aspires to be a leading brand designer with a particular interest in the role of color. Knowing her, I have no doubt that she will achieve this goal. Congratulations, Matilda. Please accept this award. Thank you so much.
And now for our Creative Achievement and Video Production.
Hello, I'm William Garcia. I'm a full-time instructor and the program coordinator in the video production program. I'm very proud to be awarding Dihan Shi, or as he has allowed me and no doubt preferred me to call him Henry, the Creative Achievement Award for Video. In the fall of 2020, Henry was stuck in China because of the pandemic. As I recall, he never missed an online class, even though our 1 p.m. start time meant 1 a.m. for him, with class ending at 5:20 a.m. He never complained. He was embarrassed that I even brought it up. He pursued his assignments with enthusiasm, which was especially challenging that semester. His final documentary was a beautiful personal film, and it earned him an A+. I don't think I have ever given one of those before. It was a very, very challenging semester for everybody, and for video, it was really tough, and Henry went well beyond and made something really beautiful. Since the fall of 2020, I've had Henry in 2 other classes, and most recently oversaw his internships during the last 2 semesters. Henry is unique in that internship, although not required for his class because it was suspended for students during the pandemic, was one of only 2 students who requested the chance to do one. The feedback from his intern supervisor was outstanding, They felt, and they were, very lucky to have Henry working for them. Henry is generous, highly intelligent, a very hard worker, and someone who has a very bright future. I can't think of a more deserving student to be recognized for his outstanding achievements. Thank you.
And now for our journalism excellence.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Gaitra Bahadur. I'm a journalism professor and coordinator of the journalism program. I'm here to present the Journalism Excellence Award to Jacob Amaro. And Jacob won this award because he has the core qualities that a journalist needs to create meaningful work. He's a careful and sensitive listener, a deep and rigorous researcher, and a writer who revises and revises until his sentences are as perfect as possible. In his time here, he's played a critical role in reviving our student magazine, Scarlet, and in launching a Newark bureau of the Daily Targum, which is the newspaper based on our New Brunswick campus. His work for campus media included a really introspective feature on an exhibition of Latino photographers, an enterprising profile of an alum highlighting how Rutgers could do better for undocumented students, and a really deft photo essay capturing the textures of gentrification in Newark. And you can check out his work if you like. There are a few copies of Scarlet outside right at the table where you got your name tags. So Jacob is so driven, he seized every single outside opportunity I ever shared with students. Each time he competed and each time he won. He won a photo contest sponsored by NewJersey.com. He won a place at a student boot camp that the NAHJ, the National Association of Hispanic Journalists, will run this summer in California. And he won a New Jersey Press Association internship that placed him at the Star Ledger last summer. The paper was so impressed by him that they hired him part-time as a reporter for their new vertical focused on diversity, Mosaic. Jacob is a winner in many, many ways, but what makes him most winning in my eyes is his fundamental human decency. His ethics and his empathy will win him the trust he'll need to do the hard work of finding and telling true stories. He's graduating magna cum laude with a major in journalism and a minor in Latinx studies. And Jacob is off to Columbia's Graduate School of Journalism in the fall on a full ride. And I know he'll do us proud. So please join me in congratulating Jacob.
Congratulations. Next, we are welcoming Dr. Wilma Friedman, Chair of our Department of Biological Sciences, to the stage to announce the department's 2024 awards.
Good afternoon, everyone. As has been mentioned a couple of times already, this is a really wonderful day to participate in when we get a chance to really celebrate our best and our brightest. The biology department has a number of awards that we give out every year. The first award is the Bessie Dolgan Memorial Award, which is given to an excellent student who has already been accepted to medical school. This award is currently being given to Moler Farah, who unfortunately couldn't be here today, but he's already accepted to New Jersey Medical College and will be starting there this summer. And we will be sending him his certificate. The next awards are for excellence in scholarship, and these awards are given to students who have maintained a 4.0 GPA throughout their time here, and that's really quite an impressive accomplishment. And the awards for excellence in scholarship are given to Angelica Castillo, who also could not be here today, but in addition, Christine Khalil. Oh, Christine. Darian Napoleon, and Padme Langstow, who also unfortunately could not be here today. I just want to mention that of these recipients, 3 of them also received the Dean's Award: Angelica Castillo, Christine Khalil, and Darian Napoleon. So you've seen them a few times, and it really speaks to their excellence in scholarship. Christine informed me that she's going to be starting dental school at University of Connecticut, and Darian has told me that he's already also accepted to medical school at NJMS. So they have really exciting futures ahead. So. So the next award, well, actually there's an award for Health Professions Career Award, and that is being given to Daniela Shaker, who also unfortunately couldn't be here today. So again, her certificate and award will be sent to her. The last 2 awards that I'd like to mention are for excellence in research. So these are for students who have engaged in research in the laboratory in the biology department during their time here as an undergraduate. And this is the award for excellence in research, which is being given to Anwar Nakhla, and the John Kiosian Award being given to Christina Mansour. Now, these awards are for research that was done in the laboratory of Dr. Ching-On Wang in the biology department. And when I asked Dr. Wang about these students, he told me that he had given an introductory lecture in the course in Concepts in Biology, and that these 2 students were so fascinated after he gave this lecture that they came to volunteer in his lab. And they did such a wonderful job that he then employed them as student workers in the lab, and they both did such an outstanding job in the lab that they earned authorships on publications from Dr. Wang's lab. So I'd really like to celebrate their accomplishments. Anwar Nakhla, who has applied to graduate schools and hopes to continue with research in biology, and Christina Mansour, who is interested in going on to nursing schools. So we really like to celebrate their accomplishments, and really please join me in congratulating all of these.
And now, Dr. Phil Husky will present the 2024 Chemistry Department Awards.
All right, the chemistry department is fortunate to have 5 cash awards for 5 truly outstanding seniors, 3 of which are on the stage. I'd like to begin with the Harold A. Fales Memorial Award. This award is actually named for Professor Fales, who taught in chemistry in the 1950s at Rutgers-Newark. After his death, Professor Fales' family made a generous donation to Rutgers-Newark that's helped us remember him with an annual cash award. The chemistry faculty select the chemistry major with the highest chemistry GPA, who's also done substantial research in a faculty lab. And this year the award goes to Jenny Gavazzi. So it turns out that Jenny is one of 2 chemistry seniors this year with perfect chemistry GPAs. And unsurprisingly, she was selected to do research in Dr. Gallipini's lab, where she spent 2 years synthesizing molecules designed for the first event of a solar cell, using light to start a flow of electrons. Jenny won prizes for poster presentations of her work at Patterson University this year and last year. Also notable is her work as a head teaching assistant in the general chemistry lab for several semesters, and a weekly workshop leader for analytical chemistry last summer and fall. So after graduating this month with her chemistry major and a minor in cellular and molecular biology, Jenny will take the famous gap year to apply to medical school. Congratulations, Jenny. All right, next I'd like to talk about the Fryer Memorial Award. This award is named for Ian Fryer, who was the director of medicinal chemistry at Hoffman-LaRoche before he joined the Rutgers-Newark chemistry faculty in 1985, working until the year 2000. His wife, a Rutgers-Newark graduate, graciously established a senior award to honor his memory and reward student excellence in organic chemistry. This year the award goes to Shi Wang. She is also a physics minor, and like Jenny, she has a perfect chemistry GPA. She began doing research in Dr. Zhang's lab in the department to develop basically materials for research and outreach in the field of DNA nanotechnology, and then moved on to do physics research with Dr. Wu, developing experiments and exercises for use in outreach demonstrations with a laser interferometer. I should also mention that she genuinely enjoys helping other students learn. Just some of her efforts in this regard include 2 full years as a leader for organic chemistry workshops, 1 semester teaching a large organic chemistry recitation, a semester as an analytical workshop leader, 1 summer as a TA for organic chemistry 1 and 2, a World of Chemistry lab TA, a physics learning assistant, and a learning center tutor for general chemistry, calculus, and computer science. So what's next for Shi? In August, Shi will be joining a PhD program in chemistry at Cornell University. All right, Hugh Thompson Memorial Award. The Thompson Awards are given to graduating seniors for excellence in one of the subdisciplines of chemistry. This year we're making 2 Thompson Awards. The first one goes to Jordania Urquizo for excellence in analytical chemistry. So after completing her associate's degree at Passaic County Community College, Jordy joined the Rutgers Newark department basically as a double major, chemistry and biology. In addition to being an excellent student in classes, Jordy has amassed an impressive list of research experiences in her time as a Rutgers Newark student. 2 summers of protein computational modeling, 1 at Temple, 1 at Rutgers, New Brunswick, and she's now doing more protein computational work with Dr. Kent Thompson in the chemistry department here. She did research in microbiology in the Earth and Environmental Sciences department, summer work with George Washington University related to photochemical cancer therapy, and more research with Dr. He in chemistry, developing a catalyst to improve the synthesis of ammonia. And there's no surprise here, Jordy plans to continue with research as a future PhD student in biochemistry. Congratulations, Jordy. So if you're now thinking that all award-winning chemistry majors this year are female, let me next explain that among the 20 students in the class of 2024 chemistry majors, 7 are male, and 2 are award winners who are very sad that they couldn't be here this afternoon. Awardee, and the first male in inorganic chemistry. The inorganic chemistry faculty were unanimous in selecting Matthew for this award. Matthew couldn't attend the ceremony today because he began a new job this week at a research firm in New Hampshire. So we'll congratulate Matthew at another time in person. The General Chemistry Teaching Award. The chemistry department offers large lab courses. We're able to do this really only with the help of talented graduate and undergraduate teaching assistants, or TAs, in our general chemistry, world of chemistry, and organic chemistry labs. And a donation made specifically for general chemistry teaching assistants allows us to honor a TA with a senior award. So this is male winner number 2, Moises Rios, won the award this year. Moises couldn't attend today because he's playing clarinet in a wind ensemble performance at NJIT, unfortunately scheduled at exactly the same time as this ceremony. I can't hear him, but I'm sure it must be beautiful. So in addition to being a remarkable TA, he was also an outstanding student, and like Jenny, he'll be taking a gap year as he applies to medical school. And the summary tells me he's going to continue his research with Dr. Zhang in chemistry, exploring ways to use DNA as a building block for various nanoscale applications, and he will be traveling to Peru to work in a hospital. All right, so please just join me one more time in congratulating these remarkable Rutgers Newark students.
Thank you, Dr. Husky. Our next award is from the Department of Earth and Environmental Sciences. It is the Herbert P. Woodward Memorial Award, and this year's award recipient is Omnia Gomin. Yay! So Amir, great round of applause. I agree. So Omnia is a wonderful scholar, and this award specifically was established in the memory of Dr. Woodward, who served as a professor of geology for 37 years and as dean of the college for 20 years. And this award recognizes an outstanding senior in earth and environmental sciences. Omnia is a scholar, a researcher who participated in the REU program in the summer, specifically focusing on, I might mispronounce this, I'm not a STEM gal, carbon sequestration and improving nutrient health in our soil, and hopes to go on to graduate school to continue her research in soil sciences and improving the health of our soil, which is amazing. And we wish you the best of luck, Omnia, with all that you have in your future. I know it's a bright one. Congratulations.
Next, we'd like to invite the chair of the Department of Economics, Dr. Vlad Manol, to the stage to present the Keith Banks Award.
Hello, my name is Vlad Manol, and I'm the chair of the Department of Economics. I am glad that I have the opportunity to present the Keith Banks Award to 3 of the best graduates of the Department of Economics. Looking back at their time at Rutgers, there are certain common characteristics. Hard work, engaging in extra projects, and internships as well. Schmidt was an intern with FDIC, and now he works full-time with FDIC Corporation here in New York City. Ahmad had an internship with an insurance company, and now she works full-time for an insurance company as well. Finally, Joseph will continue with his graduate studies in the field of economic history. Specifically, he's interested in Middle East, so I think it's a very interesting topic now. So thank you for your hard work, and good luck with your future careers.
Now, Dr. Belinda Edmondson, Chair of the English Department, will present the department's 2024 awards.
Good afternoon, everyone. So I'm going to read the award winners a little bit out of order, so bear with me. On behalf of the Department of English, I would like to recognize the extraordinary achievements of our award winners who best represent the diversity of excellence that is Rutgers Newark. Among them are first-generation college students, first and second-generation immigrants, Phi Beta Kappa Honor Society inductees, flamenco guitar players, aspiring lawyers, aspiring teachers, and aspiring writers. Many are graduating summa or magna cum laude with close to perfect GPAs. Some are going on to graduate school. Some are going on to employment. They are, all of them, extraordinary. Today we honor them with gifts that include books published by our eminent faculty and some cash. So I would like to bring forward our first winner, Brandon Burbank, who is winner of the David Diorio Award for highest distinction in literary studies. Brandon plans to apply to law school with the goal of becoming a political activist. Brandon's favorite English teachers were Professors Christian Kahn, Naomi Jackson, and Frank Garcia. Brandon's favorite book from his English classes is No Cause for Indictment, An Autopsy of Newark by Ron Parambo, about the city's civil rights movement in 1865. Congratulations, Brandon. Our winner of the Madison Bates Award for Highest Distinction in Literary Studies is Ivani Jimenez, who we have already seen already in an earlier prize-giving ceremony. Ivani is a member of the Honors College, the Phi Beta Kappa Honor Society. She will be attending graduate school at New York University, where she will pursue the Master of Science in Professional Writing. Her favorite classes at Rutgers were American Contemporary Literature, Literary Foundations, and Writing and the Blogosphere. In her free time, she likes to learn and play classical and flamenco guitar. Congratulations, Ivani. We have so many books. Thanalini Sivanesan is not with us, but Thanalini is the co-winner of the Louis Zocca Award for Highest Distinction in Literary Studies, and I would like to acknowledge Thanalini. Thanalini will be teaching high school English here in Newark upon graduation. Thanalini's favorite classes were Professor Naomi Jackson's Seminar in Modern American Fiction, Professor Akil Kumarasami's short stories, Professor Frank Garcia's multi-ethnic American literature, and Professor Gayutra Bahadur's literary journalism. So congratulations to Thanalini. I don't believe Chris Meldy Jimenez Felipe is here. Oh, there you are. Okay. Sure, good. Chris Meldy is the co-winner of the Louis Zocca Award for Highest Distinction in Literary Studies as well. And congratulations to Chris Meldy. Christina, come forward. Christina Said is a winner of the Certificate of Excellence for Distinction in Literary Studies. Christina grew up in New Jersey as a second-generation immigrant who had to take ESL classes as a child. Christina has a vivid memory of proudly jumping up and saying, "Teacher," when asked what she wanted to do as an adult. That passion has not changed. Christina's advice to English majors is that writing is powerful, and you should express yourself in writing whenever and however you possibly can. Congratulations, Christina. Delisanet Garcia is the winner of a Certificate of Excellence for Distinction in Literary Studies. Delisanet grew up here in Newark and says that it was only in college that she truly began to thrive in English classes. She would like to extend her gratitude to Professors Naomi Jackson and Simeon Marsalis for creating a nurturing space that fostered her creativity. Delisanet plans to pursue a career as a teacher in low-income communities. Congratulations, Delisanet. Calista Mills. Calista, please come forward. Calista is a Certificate of Excellence winner for Distinction in Literary Studies as well. Calista is a 2024 Cooperman College Scholar, in which role she mentors high school students in preparation for college. Her favorite English books include Nervous Conditions by Tsitsi Dangaremba, No Name Woman by Maxine Hong Kingston, and All Works by James Baldwin. She will begin working as an English teacher with Teach for America after graduation. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, and congratulations, everyone. Please step forward for your photo opportunity. Next, we welcome Dr. Cornell Chang, Chair of the History Department, to the stage to present this year's History Awards.
Good afternoon. It is my great pleasure to recognize the achievements of our exceptional majors. Our first award is the David Robert Freelander Award. This year, we have 4 worthy recipients. Our first recipient is Sarah Oganiachek. Sarah, who is majoring in history and minoring in psychology and criminal justice, has demonstrated academic excellence at Rutgers Newark, making Dean's List every semester. Sarah is a member of Phi Alpha Theta Honor Society. Professor Martha Brazzini, who taught Sarah in seminar research, says that the remarkable thing about Sarah is that she thinks like a mature historian, and that her research paper, which compared ancient Greco-Roman concepts of women's hysteria with 19th century Victorian ideas about women as they manifested in England's lunatic asylums, showed a sophisticated approach, illustrated by her ability to synthesize very different periods in history. After graduation, Sarah hopes to continue studies in the areas of women's history and mental health. Congratulations, Sarah. Our second recipient is Emily Shanker. Emily is a double major in history and political science and minors in legal studies. She has made Dean's List every semester and is the recipient of several academic awards and a member of honor societies that include Phi Alpha Theta. Emily has also interned for Congressman Bill Pascrell and Congresswoman Mickey Sherrill. Professor Lance Thurner, who taught Emily in several classes, says that Emily is brilliant and incisive, and hardworking and nimble of mind, and that her critical interventions have pushed her classmates and me to be sharper in our thinking, more earnest about our evidence, and humbler about our interpretations. After graduation, Emily plans to attend law school. Congratulations, Emily. Our third recipient is Stefan Slavik. Stefan is a history major with a minor in social justice studies. Stefan has demonstrated strong academic work at Rutgers Newark, making Dean's List almost every semester. A member of the Honors College, Stefan joined Phi Alpha Theta last year. Professor Mary Rizzo, who taught Stefan in seminar research, says that Stefan impressed me immediately with their ability to connect their ideas from our readings and discussions with material from their other classes. One of the best parts of having Steph in class was how they drew connections from the history we discussed with what's happening today in the world and on our campus. You could see how much the other students learned from Steph when they raised these issues. Congratulations, Stephen. Our final recipient of the David Robert Freelander Award is Manuel Sosa Garcia. All right, Manuel's got a fan club. Manuel, who is majoring in history and Spanish and minoring in Latin American studies, has made Dean's List every semester and was inducted to Phi Alpha Theta last year. Professor Melissa Cooper, who taught Manuel in seminar research, says that Manuel is an emerging scholar who nurtures a deep interest in history and the humanities, and that in his research paper, Manuel expertly mined oral history collections and other repositories to answer his research question, and employed an impressive array of analytical skills as he deciphered all that the secondary and primary sources revealed. After graduation, Manuel will serve as the new Assistant Director for Undocumented Student Services for the Rutgers Newark Intercultural Resource Center. Congratulations. Okay. Our next award is the Edward H. Zabriskie Award, and this year we have 2 winners of the award. The first is Stephanie Brenner. Stephanie is a history major and Africana Studies minors who has demonstrated strong academic work at Rutgers Newark, making Dean's List every semester. A member of the Honors College, Stephanie has also started graduate work in our department's accelerated BA/MA program. Professor Mary Rizzo, who is teaching Stephanie this semester, writes, "It's a pleasure having Stephanie in class for many reasons, but the top one has to be the passion for history that she brings to every session. She is a true history nerd in the best possible way. She's not just interested in arcane details, but how knowledge of the past can help us create a more just future. After graduation, Stephanie will continue with graduate studies in history at Rutgers Newark and is interested in carrying out research on housing discrimination. Congratulations, Stephanie. Our second recipient is Ronald Nader. Ron is majoring in history and has started graduate work in the department's accelerated BA/MA program. Ron has been on the Dean's List every semester and was inducted into Phi Alpha Theta. Professor Daniel Aston, who taught Ron in Perspectives in History, says, Ron is a sharp thinker and was always engaged. I always knew when he raised his hand that he would answer a question well or provide a good insight. After graduation, Ron will continue with graduate studies in history at Rutgers Newark. Congratulations, Ron. Our next award is the Sidney Zebel Award. I am delighted to present the award to Luz Camacho. Luz, who is majoring in history and has started graduate work as part of the department's accelerated BA/MA program, has demonstrated strong academic work at Rutgers Newark, making Dean's List every semester, and joining Phi Alpha Theta last year. Professor Burrell Satter, who was teaching Luz in graduate seminar this semester, says, Luz has been spectacular in my graduate research seminar, easily holding her own with both MA and PhD students. She's a careful reader, a fluent writer, and most importantly of all, a focused and original thinker. She will excel in whatever she does, and I hope she chooses history. After graduation, Luz will continue with graduate studies in history at Rutgers Newark and wants to pursue additional research into Latinx artists in the extreme heavy metal scene. Congratulations, Luz. Our final award is the John C. Smock Award. I am pleased to present the award to Stephen Allworth for outstanding work in ancient studies. Stephen, who is majoring in history and minoring in ancient and medieval civilizations and art history, has been on the Dean's List every semester and inducted to Phi Alpha Theta and Phi Beta Kappa. Stephen has also started graduate work as part of our department's accelerated BA/MA program. Professor Leila Amzir Erdadula, who is teaching Stephen in a graduate class this semester, says, Stephen is a great student. He is diligent, studious, and always has something new to add to the class discussions. He already has a historian's sense of humor, which I'm not sure is a compliment. After graduation, Stephen will continue with graduate studies in history at Rutgers Newark. Congratulations, Stephen. If we can give one final round of applause to our award winners.
Next, presenting the Honors College Award is our amazing Dean of Honors College, Dr. Laura Triano.
Yes, I did pay Chaz to call me amazing. Well worth the money. I have the pleasure of giving another award to Avani. She is getting our first annual Honors College Exceptional Student Award, and this award is given to an Honors College student that truly embodies our four founding words of curiosity, creativity, discovery, and excellence. Now, I had to listen to all the people that gave Avani Award to make sure I didn't repeat all the amazing things, but she's so amazing that I have more things to say about her. She is an English major. She has minors in writing, music, marketing, and the Honors College, and she maintains a 4.0 GPA. It's ridiculous. Yeah. She has been a peer coordinator, a writing tutor, and she is a constant presence at all Honors College events. She is one of our favorite ambassadors. Students gravitate to her, and then the admissions just constantly roll in for us. It's great. Her honors thesis, Intersection Literature and Psychology, depicting mindfulness through fiction, Also, besides having the thesis, included a standalone novella, right? Because why not do a thesis and a novella? And it won, to no surprise, the Summer Undergraduate Research Fellowship. She also just launched our Honors College digital magazine as its student editor, Curiosities in and Out of Honors College, and it is available for everyone to look at. It's awesome, and it exemplifies the diversity of the Honors College's talents and skills. It's really wonderful. And as Professor Edmondson said, she's going to go on to get an MS at NYU and continue to be a rock star. So thank you so much, Ivani, for being everything honor should be.
All right, next we invite Dr. John Randall back to the stage to present our 2024 Mathematics and Computer Science Awards.
Okay, well, I did it wrong before, so I'm trying to make sure that everyone is on camera now. So we have 3 awards here, 1 for computer science and 2 for math. And the computer science award goes to Noor Al-Fawad. And so we have 2 math awards. One is the Greitzer Award, which is named for a former professor in the department who was actually very interested in high school to college transition. He ran an NSF program for a number of years and was also the co-founder of the USA International Math Olympiad. And that goes to someone whom you have seen before, Jose Lasso. And you know, one of the things that we see here at Rutgers Newark are quite long journeys from to unexpected places. And one of those is the next award is the Ingrida Soldatova Award. She is a graduate of Rutgers Newark, whom I knew actually well when she was here. She grew up in the former USSR, and she was here in the early 1990s. I knew her then and also after she graduated. And to show you where you can go, she's now a vice president at Prudential Private Capital. But anyway, one of the things in coming to the US that she was concerned about was that there were not enough women in STEM. And it's for that reason why she gave that award. And I want to emphasize it's not an award for being good for a girl. It's for being good and for being a woman or girl. And this year's award goes to Surveyor Rao, who is not only an applied math major, but is also in urban education. So congratulations to all of you, and thank you.
Thank you. Before we proceed with our Philosophy Award, I would like to welcome Dr. Alec Gates to the stage to share some remarks about our incredible Woodward Award recipient. Dr. Gates?
Thank you very much for having me, and I apologize for being late. It was one of those days. I didn't have my tie on. So what I want to do is basically start with the Woodward Award is named for a geologist who was a very famous geologist. People knew him all over the place, and he was a dean here at Rutgers. So there's a lot of things named after him as well here. But what I want to do now is to say who we're going to get this award to is Naya Gon-Naim, and she has been in 3 of my classes, and not only did she get an A in the class, but she got the highest grade on every single exam she took. So she does that well. Right now she's going to take a gap year and get some experience working, but otherwise I see a long future for her in geology, studying rocks and minerals and those sorts of things, maybe some earthquakes, and but she was definitely is going to do very well. So I would like to present the Woodward Award to you. You deserve it well.
Next, Dr. Camille Galub from the Department of Philosophy will present the Charles Reederman Award.
Hi everyone, I am Camille Galub from the Philosophy Department. Unfortunately, the recipient of our award, Yusuf El-Ghanar, could not be here today for personal reasons, but it is my pleasure to say a few words about him and to justify why we think he deserves this recognition. So first of all, Yusuf is an excellent writer. He did exceedingly well in all of the philosophy classes that he took, including 2 with me. But most importantly, at least from my perspective, is that he exhibits some of the most important intellectual virtues that we seek to instill in our students. Intellectual maturity, epistemic humility, open-mindedness, and the deep awareness that difficult moral, political, epistemological, or metaphysical questions are not amenable to simple diagnosis and simple solutions. So whenever Yusuf contributes to a philosophical discussion, his goal is never to win a debate, to score points, to show his intellectual prowess, but rather to learn from others, from his professors, to go where the arguments lead, and to make as much progress as can be made. He also reads widely, from philosophy to history to psychoanalysis. I've had many interesting conversations with him about Carl Jung, for instance, and this is reflected in the essays that he writes, which often draw connections across these disciplines. And just as importantly, everything that he writes exudes the sense that this is a deeply thoughtful person who's trying to figure out how to flourish as a human being and how to find meaning in his life, which is really what philosophy is fundamentally all about. So again, I'm very happy that Yusuf has received this award in recognition of his achievements and who he is as a person. Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, next, please welcome Dr. Nicola Pavanello to the stage to present the 2024 Betty Scusi Thompson Prize.
Okay, I'm extremely happy to be here today to tell you something about Nicolas Dio. He's a physics major who's graduating this year. He has a stellar GPA and, of course, a summa cum laude and all the laudes that you can think about. But actually, this is Nick's 3rd degree. He already has an undergraduate and graduate degrees in political science. So he's multifaceted, multi-talented. What can I say about Nick? I'm going to keep it within the 60 seconds that were allotted to me earlier today. Nick is an outstanding student, an outstanding researcher, and an outstanding colleague and friend. He's an undergraduate student, but yes, he's already up there. He joined my lab, and this is why I was asked to say something about him. Joined my lab last year, and since then he has been working tirelessly on his research. Let me tell you a little bit about that. His research focuses on developing quantum machine learning models for predicting the electronic one-body reduced density matrix of molecules. Okay, it's kind of hard, and yet Nick has excelled at it. He mastered the field wonderfully. To give you an idea of Nick's talent, this March he delivered an outstanding talk at the Machine Learning Symposium of the American Physical Society National Meeting. After the session, several attendees coming from all over the world approached me to let me know they appreciated Nick's talk. How many undergraduate students can say that? This is kind of unheard, actually, for me. So he's not only a talented researcher, he's also a talented teacher. He has been teaching physics classes, and I believe this semester you're teaching one credit class, as the main teacher of that class, and in previous semester you have also served as learning assistant in the physics laboratory. And of course, with his spare time, he's volunteering for things. There was Bring Your Child to Work Day last week, I believe. And of course, there were volunteers doing work for presenting an exhibit for children, and Nick was there, and I didn't know that, and of course he was there. So Nick, I'm very lucky to have you in my lab, and I cannot wait to see what you will do in the future. By the way, there is no need to wish him good luck. He's amazing, and he will do extremely well as a medical physics graduate student at UCLA in the coming fall.
To present the 2024 Department of Political Science Awards, we welcome Dr. Nermeen Alam, Chair of the Department, to the stage.
Perfect pronunciation of my name. I appreciate it. Good afternoon, everyone. Oh, wow. I am so honored and privileged to be celebrating with our students. Before you is a group of rare students who have at least read 80% of the readings. They are rare. Okay, so our first award is the Benjamin Wiseman Memorial Scholarship. The scholarship is awarded to students in their senior year and with political science major. It rewards students with outstanding GPA and rounded extracurricular activities. The award honors our late colleague, Benjamin Wiseman, and is supported in large part by the Wiseman family. This year, the award goes to Mahima Akhtar. As her professor, I have had the opportunity to get to know Mahima and guide her on her academic path. She has always shown curiosity to learn new materials and, most importantly, openness to question her own presumptions. Mahima has always shown also interest in other discussions with her colleagues. She has shown great leadership in public presentations, and Mahima plans to make an impact on an even larger scale. I am not sure I am at the liberty of sharing her plans, but I am telling you that she is fearless and driven, and her contribution has just begun. Thank you so much, Mahima. I was honored and privileged to be your professor, and congratulations again. Our second award is presented to the graduating student with the highest grade point average in political science. So this is reserved for students who did 90% of the readings. This year, the award goes to Bassem Ibrahim, who is unfortunately not present with us today, and Maria Lopez Gomez. I have not had the pleasure of teaching Mariah, though her professor spoke so highly of her academic excellence and strong commitment for social justice. Mariah completed every piece of assignment, every piece of work and presentations with exceptional passion, astounding dedication, and outstanding quality. Congratulations again, Mariah. Our final award is the Benjamin Wiseman Writing Award. The award is awarded to a graduating political science major who is judged to have written the best essay on politics. This year, the award goes to Mahima Akhtar. The selection committee noted in their decision that Mahima's essay was thought-provoking. It hasn't only showcased her passion for politics, but also her exceptional analytical skills and commitment to academic rigor. Congratulations on this well-deserved recognition, Mahima. Thank you.
We now welcome to the stage Dr. Ramona Ross to present this year's Department of Psychology Awards.
Good evening. I am Dr. Ross. I am our undergraduate director in the psychology department and part of our teaching faculty here at Rutgers-Newark. I am so excited to be presenting this year's awards for our department, so I will jump right in. I'm going to start with the Lillian Robbins Memorial Award. In honor of the memory of the late Lillian Robbins, the Department of Psychology awards a prize each year to the graduating senior with the overall excellence and achievement in psychology. I'm delighted to present this award to Stephanie Abreu. Stephanie completed her undergraduate thesis research project under the supervision of Dr. Rivera. Stephanie's social psych research project examined the roles of regional implicit and explicit biases in the unhealthy environments in which Black children are born and live in. The significance and implications of Stephanie's research cannot be understated. Stephanie's data will be the first to demonstrate the role of regional implicit bias in explaining the environmental health disparities that disproportionately target Black children. Secondly, her data highlights the importance of biases operating in the neighborhoods in which Black children live. Thirdly, the data have policy implications, that systemic change that's so critical to the work that we do, and Black children's health in the United States. Finally, her findings suggest that research on racial disparities and children's health should not only focus on individual level biases, but also examine the neighborhood level biases. Stephanie's work is a testament to her future impact on the field, and we are excited that she is going to be pursuing her PhD in industrial organizational psych. The second award is the Lords Castle Memorial Award. In honor of the memory of the late Dr. Lords Castle, the Department of Psychology awards a prize each year to the graduating senior selected by the faculty who best combines intellectual excellence with social commitment. I'm delighted to present this award to Julia Grice. Julia has been working for the Child Study team under Dr. Vanessa LeBou for the last 3 semesters and has become an invaluable member of the team. In fact, she has become so skilled in lab protocols that she is now responsible for helping to train the new RAs. In addition to her hard work in the lab, she is also president of the RU Pride and is an LGBTQ+ Raider intern. In these roles, she facilitates diversity trainings and brings awareness to the important social issues affecting her peers. She is also the president of the Pre-Medical Society at Rutgers-Newark with a focus on diversifying the medical field and supporting the academic and professional development of future doctors. She currently has a 3.709, they were specific, GPA, and is interviewing for medical school. We are excited about the important work Julia continues to do for the helping field. The last award I'll be presenting is the Mai Feng Chang Award. This award is given to a graduating senior majoring in neuroscience and behavior who demonstrates overall excellence and achievement in the major. This year I am delighted to present this award to Melanie Roloff. Melanie has worked in Dr. Delgado's lab as a research assistant for the past 1.5 years. Melanie is an intelligent student who is highly self-motivated, efficient, and just outstanding. She has been an incredibly valuable asset to the lab's research program and an absolute pleasure to have as part of our team. Melanie received the competitive Summer Undergraduate Research Fellowship, CERF, from Rutgers University Newark to focus on her senior thesis in the lab. Melanie came up with an independent question regarding our larger nicotine and emotion project she was assisting on. In particular, she wanted to examine the coping strategies that smokers use under stress. She received high marks in her excellent thesis work and recently presented the results at the Rutgers Research Day. Melanie will be pursuing her PhD in the graduate program in neuroscience here at Rutgers-Newark in the fall.
Next, Dr. Jason Bird, Chair of the Department of Social Work, will present the 2024 Social Work Awards.
Hello, so I have the privilege of giving out the Social Work Awards today, and I'm really excited to be able to do that. I'm just going to jump right into it. So this year's Academic Excellence in Social Work Award is presented to Ekaterina Masikova, who described her time at RUN as illuminating a path towards her passion for working among geriatric populations. In her time with us, she has demonstrated not only academic excellence, but also compassion for others and a dedication to serving competently, which is really important in social work. So we know that you're going to be a great social worker. This year's Academic Excellence in Leadership Award is presented to Latifah Towns, who I think you have definitely seen. In addition to her stellar academic record, she has also displayed unwavering dedication to service, advocacy, and social justice in her time with us at Rutgers. So just this last year in just social work, and apparently you're doing things in all the departments, she's been the treasurer of our social work student organization. She's been a member of our Phi Alpha Honor Society, and she's one of our 2 student representatives that are on our student advisory board, which we need. So she gives input in terms of curriculum development for our accreditors. So she is clearly a shining example of the transformative power of social work education, and so this award is to honor her passion, commitment to serving others. Next award is the Dean James Plummer Award. This honors a University College Newark student who excels both academically and in extracurricular activities that positively enhance the campus and community life. So today we present this award to Marianne DeSantos. She's one of our social work student majors at the Rutgers Brookdale campus in Monmouth County, and she's been an exemplary student, and she represents the profession very, very well through her internships, and we're very proud of the work that she's done with us there. And then I want to introduce Barbara Pujos. So she's getting the Phyllis J. Peterman Book Award this year. So many of you know, or at least know of Dr. Peterman. So she was basically was our department for 47 years and was chair of the department for at least 30 of those, or about 30 of those. So she retired, but we haven't let her kind of go yet. So she spends a lot of time in our department still, and she still is very, very supportive of both faculty and also of our students. And so she and we established the Phyllis J. Peterman Book Award in 2019 to honor a high-achieving and dedicated student who plans to complete their Master's of Social Work degree. So this year, we're presenting this to Barbara. Barbara is a first-generation Dominican-American who started her social work studies at Passaic County Community College. You served in AmeriCorps. You received a New Jersey Governor's Hispanic Fellowship. So you plan on completing your MSW record starting this year, or next. Okay. And we have one more award. I'm going to hand it over to Lana Church.
Thank you. Thank you for having us. Department of Social Work is proud to answer the Chancellor's call for Community Engaged Scholarship by linking students with local agencies for internship. According to the Points of Light Foundation, each PSW student during their 420 hours of internship provide services to the agency that value over $10,000 a year. Of course, we think that the value of our students is priceless, but to know that we provide over $1 million in services to the Newark community and beyond is quite remarkable. So today we celebrate Ms. Saima Paredes, with the Excellence in Field Education Award for her work with the vulnerable families at the Prevention Links Family Success Center. Saima provided advocacy and resources, referrals, parental skills training, and organized special events for the community. Fun fact, besides being an inspiring social worker, Latina woman, second-generation student, a proud, hard-of-hearing person, Saima is a barista, an influencer, and an artist who is passionate about improving the lives of people with disabilities to ensure equity and inclusion. Being bilingual in English and American Sign Language, Saima translates for deaf parents and empowered families to overcome barriers and build a life worth living for their children. We're honored to have Saima as a student and witness her growth as a social work professional. We know she will continue to inspire change, touching lives, and making a difference. Congratulations.
We now welcome Professor Kurt Schaub to the stage for the presentation of the Department of Sociology and Anthropology Awards.
Thank you, and good afternoon. On behalf of the Department of Sociology and Anthropology, I'm pleased to present 2 awards to 2 outstanding students. Only one of them could make it, so I'll start with her first. The first award is the Rumney Award, which is named in honor of Jay Rumney, a former professor of sociology at Rutgers, Newark. The award is given to the most outstanding student majoring in sociology. And the award goes to Maria Borja. Maria is a graduating senior who's majoring in sociology and minoring in peace and conflict studies. She excelled in her classes and earned a 4.0 GPA. Maria demonstrated a deep understanding of sociological theories and applied them effectively to empirical phenomena. Her work with abstract concepts like authority and alienation showcased her ability to dissect complex ideas and relate them to everyday life. Her scholarly achievements were matched by her extracurricular activities as she worked with the International Rescue Committee to provide tools for refugees to become self-sufficient upon their arrival in New Jersey. In order to further her commitment to building pathways for peace and reconciliation, Maria will be continuing on at Rutgers, Newark in the master's program in Peace and Conflict Studies. We look forward to her continued success. Congratulations. Okay. The second award is the Huberman Award, which is in honor of Joni Huberman, a 1979 graduate of Rutgers, Newark. The award is given to an anthropology major who demonstrates a commitment to the discipline, academic excellence, original insight, and concern for humanistic values. The award goes to Miriam Jawad. Miriam could not be with us today, but let me just say a few words about her. She's a graduating senior who's double majoring in anthropology and Africana studies. She excelled in her classes and earned a 3.9 GPA. In her anthropology classes, Miriam demonstrated talent as a gifted ethnographer, interpreter of qualitative data, and social analyst. Inspired by the culinary practices of her Trinidadian mother and Gullah Geechee father, as well as by her anthropology and Africana studies classes, she studied the gastronomy of the African diaspora. After graduation, she plans to develop a research platform in order to document foods of the African diaspora with a focus on the concept of food sovereignty. And we look forward to her continued success as well. Congratulations.
Now, Dr. Jason Cortez, Chair of the Department of Spanish and Portuguese Study, will present our next 3 awards.
What a momentous occasion that we get to celebrate not only all of you, but these 4 incredible students. And I also get to announce my retirement. The dean just said no. All right, so only the first one is true. For the families and the people out there on the stream, the camera does add 10 pounds. And it makes you shorter. So I am indeed 6 feet tall and 175 pounds. But enough about me. Seriously now, not really, but I am honored to present you these 4 students from the Spanish and Portuguese department, incredible students that I've had the joy of having in my classroom, some of them multiple times. And so today we wanted to give some awards. My faculty, of course, have many things to say about each one of them, but Sofia Pinto told me that I only had a minute per student, so I'm gonna stick to that. So, that's right. Our first award goes for the outstanding achievement in academic excellence in Portuguese and Lusophone world studies. This award goes to a senior who has demonstrated outstanding academic achievement in the study of Portuguese, Brazilian, and Lusophone African literature, culture, history, and language. And this year's awardee is Jennifer Gonzalez Juarez. Jennifer is currently, she was taking horror and literature with me this semester, and it was excellent and horrific at the same time. Jennifer is one of our students who decided to embark on an adventure in Portugal last summer. And of course, when she got there, she realized that she needed money to live and do things like that. So of course, she received a prestigious award from the Camões Institute and also from the Elpidio Laguna Memorial Fund to pay for those studies. Aside from that, Jennifer, and just so you know, this happens with most of our students, she is a major in Portuguese, she's a major in English, she's a minor in creative writing, she is a minor in Spanish, she is all kinds of measurements. So please help me celebrate Jennifer. Our second award of today is the Israel Stam Memorial Prize. This award recognizes 2 seniors who've majored in one or more modern or classical language and have distinguished themselves by their own knowledge of that language and by their understanding and appreciation of its literature and culture. And this year I have the incredible pleasure of bestowing this award to Nestor Cárdenas and Jessica Ferrer. I have not had the pleasure of having Nestor in my class because he's been dodging me all these years. But he is indeed a major in Spanish, a minor in marketing, and a minor in video production. So he can do video in Spanish. Nestor was quoted by one of our faculty members as being one of the sweetest guys, helpful, great peer and colleague to his fellow classmates. And you know, this is the kind of thing that you hear and you go like, the student is not like the chair of that department. But we do celebrate Nestor and we appreciate him. Thank you. And also, We also have Jessica Ferrer. I met Jessica about 2 years ago. She was in my Dominican diaspora and literature class. And I was like astonished, you know. I'm like, so much talent, and she almost got away, because so it happens that Jessica is also a major in journalism. So now she can write in the news in Spanish. So, and so right then, at that moment, I realized that we needed to have Jessica in our fold, and I invited her to join our department, and of course, she dodged me. So later on, in my Latinx masculinities class, I finally convinced her. I did not pay her $20 to join our department, and she did, and we're so happy to have Jessica in our department. And not only that, today I have the privilege of meeting her brother and her mother, incredible people, such sweet people, and it's always a pleasure to do that kind of thing. Jessica Ferrer. And by the way, the STAM award comes with money, so cha-ching. All right, so last but not least, I want to introduce you to, first, the Outstanding Achievement in Spanish and Hispanic Civilization. This award recognizes outstanding academic achievement, superior contribution and commitment to the Spanish language, culture, and civilization. And I want to introduce you to Margaret Marino. Margaret Marino is actually yeah, we give books, okay? Margaret Marino is actually a rock star. And it's funny because she is actually a rock star. She is the drummer of the band Tulavera, which, by the way, is a band that I have seen perform, and they're actually super awesome. So for that in itself, we should just walk away, just end the celebration right here. Aside from that, Margaret came to us from Stevens. She was an exile of the STEM culture, and she joined us, and she decided that it was not enough to have a Spanish major, but that she also needed to know about Latino studies, and that she also needed to know about Latin American studies. And so I said, sweet, right? Because that's a threefer. We took her away from another program that I will not name, the honors program. Sorry. And Margaret joined us a couple years ago, and if you go by Conklin Hall, the 4th floor, also known as Olympus, you will see a gigantic mural that says Somos. Margaret and Jacob, who got an award earlier today from journalism, was one of the masterminds behind that mural. They came up with the concept, and they came up, they worked on the design to an extent. We also had an incredible team from graphic design, and they're the artists. So it was an awesome collaboration. So if you've not gone to Conklin Hall, I invite you to come to the 4th floor. That was not enough for Margaret, and so Margaret decided that we needed to have a student organization that centered on Latin America, Latino studies. So she's one of the founding members of the Latin American Association. So my boy Manny over there, who also got an award, because all my kids get awards, let's face it, was also co-founder of this association, and they're doing an incredible job. I wish I had a pin, but I don't have it. So I'll leave you with this note. If Margaret took a class with me called Food and Culture in Latino America, and there was a big controversy. When you take flan and you mix it with cake, you get, according to Margaret, choco flan. But we all know that you get flancocho. So please join me in celebrating my kids.
Thank you, Dr. Cortez. All right, next I welcome to the stage our Senior Associate Dean for Strategic Academic Initiatives, Professor and Chair of the Department of Urban Education, Lynette Moini.
All right, thank y'all. I know it's been long and we're always last because we're the U's. Next year I'm going to ask for reverse alphabetical order. Yeah? Women and Gender Studies, I know you're with me. Okay. So we have four awards today, but only one student can be here. So I'm going to first we have a plaque and we also have cash for this award. It's Excellence in Clinical Experience Award. This award is given to recognize outstanding scholarship and application in the classroom. So during the senior year, our students do a whole year experience in either a middle school or a high school. So the recipients of this award have demonstrated a deep commitment to professionalism, creativity, collaboration, reflection, scholarship, and high standards for themselves and their future students. So I'm honored to give this award this year to Crismeldi Jimenez Felipe. Crismeldi is an urban secondary ed major and an English major and a creative writing minor. She's highly impressive. But during her time in the Department of Urban Ed, we've been able to witness Crismeldi's thoughtfulness and kindness to create a nurturing and inclusive learning environment by fostering a sense of belonging and acceptance among her peers and her high school students, because she was at Science Park High School. Her genuine care for their well-being and her ability to empathize with her students allows her to build strong relationships based on trust and respect. This in turn creates a safer space where students feel comfortable taking risks, expressing their ideas, supporting one another's learning journeys. And as one of her supervisors during this experience, it was so beautiful to witness how Crismeldi really builds this environment for her students. She is an important quality as any teacher candidate and is even more important to her commitment as an educator. For example, one of Crismeldi's students who was struggling with self-confidence and had a fear of public speaking found solace in her nurturing approach. Crismeldi took the time to understand the student's fears and provided gentle encouragement and support via academic scaffolding and engagement strategies. Over the time, the student not only gained confidence in speaking up in class, but also developed a passion for her public speaking, thanks to Crismeldi's unwavering belief in her students' potential. And we cannot wait to see where her ambitions will take you. Also, we have another English and Urban Secondary Ed major, Carolini Stevenson, but she couldn't be here today. The other awards we're going to give out are the Department Recognition Award for Future Educators, those who are often rising into their senior year. This award highlights students that have been performing well in urban ed courses and have a shining future as prospective teachers. This award goes to Hassan Kaba, who is also a math major and urban secondary ed major. Lastly, we have the Sterling Scholar Educator Growth Award. This award highlights a senior pre-service teacher that has demonstrated continued growth and improvement as they work towards their future career as an educator. This goes to Zena Abanastra, who is a history and urban secondary major. Thank you.
Please welcome Director Kat Fitzpatrick to the stage to present the Department of Women's and Gender Studies 2024 awards.
Hello everybody, nearly there. Congratulations to all you nerds who not only graduated but also won prizes, my god. We have 2 prizes to give out. The first is the Dean James Creedle Award for Student Leadership. This is basically the prize for being really good news. And it goes to Christian Rodriguez, who is really good news but sadly cannot be here. Round of applause for Christian Rodriguez. Woo! And then the second one is the, oh god, it's coming off of its thingy. Got to put it back into its slack. The second one is the Bethany Amy Award for Excellence in Women's and Gender Studies. This is the one for being a smarty pants. And this year the award, which comes with 2 books from the current feminist press lineup, woohoo! Feminism. Goes to Mamadi Keita, who, woo, Mamadi! Who is not only graduating with a minor in women's studies, but also in social justice, also a major in psychology, and also the Honors Living Learning College. My God, that sounds like a lot of work. Mamadi is a strikingly independent and critical thinker who not only understands the disciplines he studies, but also is able to challenge their inbuilt biases, particularly around issues of white supremacy and colonialism. My understanding is that he is going on to do a master's in clinical psychology, and on behalf of the Women's Studies program, Women's and Gender Studies program, I would like to say, give him hell, Mamadi. Thank you very much. Woo!
Thank you. I have the honor of presenting our next 2 awards. First is the Cassie Edward Miller Award. Come on. Yay. This award is given to a graduate, right? Yes. There's going to be more clapping for this wonderful student. This award is given to a graduating senior in recognition of outstanding academics, community service, and contribution made to multicultural understanding on campus. And this year's recipient is the wonderful Paola Benitez Marquez. Paola is an incredible student and person. Since transferring to Rutgers Newark from RVCC, I've had the pleasure of serving as Paola's academic advisor. Paola has continuously demonstrated a spirit of determination and helping others. No matter the obstacle placed in her path, she perseveres. And it has been really incredible to watch you grow and succeed during your time here. And I know there are absolutely amazing things ahead of you, Paola. I believe, and I've told you this, you're going to change the world. And I'm really excited for your journey in graduate school as you continue on to get your master's in social work. And then I'm going to watch you at your law school graduation one day. And it's going to be a good time all around. Congratulations. Next, you come on up too, my dear. I will be presenting the Dean of Academic Services Award, and this year's recipient is Ivani Jimenez, whose name we've heard several times this afternoon. But it's really no surprise because Ivani is the epitome of what it means to be a scholar and a student leader. She's brilliant, trustworthy, responsible, and kind. Ivani has been a joy to work with over the last few years. Ivani serves as the peer coordinator in the Office of Academic Services, and she really has been such an asset to our team. Ivani juggles so many responsibilities at once and makes it look very easy. And she has served as a role model for all of our students coming into SASN, especially our other student workers and peer advisors, and I'm grateful to get to honor her outstanding leadership and service today. Ivani, I am so excited for you to begin your next academic journey in graduate school, and know that our whole team in the Office of Academic Services will be cheering you on the whole way. You're already so accomplished, and I just know you're going to continue to impress us all as you begin this next chapter in life, so congratulations. I'm going to ask Dean Valens to take the next announcement so I can take photos with Paola and Ivani.
Awesome. Now I'd like to welcome to the stage Mr. Joe Walsh, Assistant Director of Off-Campus Programs in the RU Division of Continuing Studies, to present the 2024 Dean Miller Award.
Thank you. I am very proud and pleased to present the award, the Dean Norman C. Miller Award. This is the award in honor of the founding Dean of University College Newark. The Dean Norman C. Miller Award is presented to a University College Newark student who has completed the largest number of credits at Rutgers and has the highest GPA. This year's recipient is Dominic Sistan. Dominic unfortunately couldn't be here tonight, but I think he told me he's watching on YouTube, so Dominic, this is for you. Dominic, I should say one thing about off-campus programs, because we've had 2 recipients of awards tonight from those programs. So Rutgers participates, or Rutgers extends academic services across the state, off-site at community colleges around the state. Most notably at Brookdale Community College, but we also have partnerships at County College of Morrison and Norwood, Raritan Valley College, Mercer County College south of here, Atlantic Cape Community College way south of here, and Camden County College. And every year, we have outstanding students graduating from Rutgers at these locations who are somewhat removed from the Rutgers world. So sometimes it's their first time seeing, Rutgers up large. And so we're very proud of the work that they do. It's not easy attending college off campus with me. Here we have the whole college. It's all bright lights, big city. And our students work hard. They come to class, they go home. Sometimes they talk to me, but they do very good work, and we're proud to recognize them here. So Dominic is a double major, psychology and sociology with a 4.0. And he was very, modest talking about himself this morning. And he was born in Turkey, raised in Germany, and has only been in the United States for 10 years. And he really went above and beyond in his pursuit of his studies. Mark Twain famously said, "Beware the man of one book." Dominic is not a person of one book, and he may have read all of them, as did everyone here. I mean, this is really an incredible collection of scholars. So Dominic is, off-campus students don't often participate in research and some of the extracurricular things, but he sought out research and completed a 6-credit research study here with the psychology department at the Child Study Center. He plans to go on to graduate school in research. He's not sure yet if it's psychology or sociology. He has an interest in cognitive and development psychology. Excuse me. And or he might do sociology, where he has interest in macro connections between the structural powers in society. So congratulations, Dominic. We wish you were here, but I'll make sure you get this. Well, I'm not going to keep up. I'm going to get to you. So good work.
Next, please welcome Ms. Cynthia Hawkins to the stage to present the 2024 Tau Sigma National Honor Society Awards.
Good evening, everyone. So wonderful to see you all this evening. I'm here to present the Tau Sigma National Honor Society Award, which recognizes and promotes the academic excellence of transfer students enrolled into the Newark College of Arts and Sciences and University College Newark with a grade point average of a 3.5 or higher. This award is presented to a graduating senior or seniors in recognition of their outstanding academic achievement at the university. The first student that I will present to you all this evening is Miss Brianna Moss. Brianna is graduating with a perfect 4.0 GPA, all while maintaining 3 separate different jobs while completing her degree. And she just accepted a position at a group home for foster children. Brianna is completing her degree in psychology with a minor in cognitive neuroscience. Brianna has held positions as a research assistant in the Child Study Center and as a teaching assistant in the psychology department. Brianna continues to work in a planning to continue to work in a clinical psychology setting for the next 2 years in order to build her resume and experience in lieu of planning to apply to a PhD program in clinical child psychology. Wonderful, Brianna. The next student that I have the pleasure of presenting to you all this evening is Miss Margaret Marino. Margaret is completing her degree. Margaret is completing her degree in Spanish with a double minor in Latin American Studies and Latino Studies. Some of the areas that Margaret has participated in is president and founder of the Latin American Association known as LA, Scarlet Ambassador Manager, Orientation Leader, member of the Planning Committee for several Latinx identity and Spanish language-based conferences and events, such as the Latinx Leads Conference, Samosas Festival, the Spanish and Portuguese Language Day Celebration, and the St. Jordi Spanish Tabling event, and more. Margaret is also a part of the Student Advisory Board for the Spanish and Portuguese Studies Department. Over the next year, Margaret will be touring extensively with her band, Tulavera, where she has been drumming for the last 8 years. She will continue to engage in her passion for Latino studies by reading novels, research, and remaining connected to her SPS family at Rutgers, Newark. Congratulations, both Brianna and Margaret. Thank you.
Last but certainly not least, we welcome Mrs. Julia Rowley to the stage to present our final award of the evening, the Yolanda Rubianis Memorial Award.
Thank you so much. I am so excited to bring us home by presenting this award to Alejandra Heneo. I've had the pleasure of working with Alejandra for the past 2 years as her academic advisor. And even in my first meeting with Alejandra, I was astounded by her resilience and her motivation. I nominated Alejandra to receive this award because she has exemplified succeeding in the face of adversity. After Alejandra's father was in an accident in 2022, Alejandra supported her family as one of her father's primary caretakers while simultaneously excelling in her psychology coursework. Alejandra found meaning in her family's situation and will be continuing her graduate studies at Rutgers in clinical mental health counseling to help build community and advocate for those who have lived through trauma. Congratulations.
Now, as we reach the end, can we please give another round of applause, stomp our feet, make some noise, Jason Cortez, for all of our amazing award recipients today. Congratulations to you all, your family, friends, faculty, and staff who supported you throughout your academic journey here at Rutgers University, Newark.
We'd like to take a moment to recognize the folks whose planning and dedication has made this event possible. Special thanks to the Gourmet Dining Team, the Office of Reservations, the wonderful Fred Stucker, our photographer for the evening, and our event coordinator. Yes, thank you, Fred. And our event coordinators, Camila Sanchez, Ana Guzman Quiroz, and Elizabeth Moyano. Your help and efforts in executing this event are greatly appreciated.
On behalf of the School of Arts and Sciences, Newark, we'd like to thank you all for coming, tuning in to our live stream. And to conclude this evening, we'd like for all of our award recipients to please come to the stage for a group photo. And with that being said, we hope you all enjoy the rest of your night and get home safe.
Good night.
Another one?
We're going to move the podiums, but award recipients, please come up for your photo.
Yeah, I'm gonna slide everything over.